Rococo Storage is really going to encapsulate a lot of the ideas that we've talked about in terms of the Rococo. So we will see the use of commodes, either the Commode and console or the Commode vanto. And the console table commode is basically a table with a single drawer. So suddenly the table is taking on this singular form of the drawer. It's not really a storage place, or maybe it is, but only for those small things you might have around. And you can see how sculptural, how ornate this would be. Now, on the other hand, we have a piece here in sort of a chinois style with that Asian motif to it, where the doors will open and you will have a series of drawers inside. Of course, drawers can look very awkward on a piece of furniture. That's why they will often enclose them with these doors. It just gives it a cleaner, better feel, especially if it's one of the few furniture pieces in a room. Now, we'll also see the development of the china cabinet. Now, the china cabinet is a new and old idea. A lot of the cabinets that we've looked at have been intended as status items to show something off, but usually on a shelf above or small shelves below or wherever else. What we're going to see now is a glazed door. In other words, a door with glass in it. In this example, it closes, but not always. And it's meant to show off your very finest china while yet protecting it so I don't have to dust it or anything else. Hopefully no one touches it, including the children and all of those sorts of people. Oftentimes the china cabinet will have a slant front, and this can open into a desk. Now, this makes a lot of sense in a home where maybe we don't need the desk for business, but we do need it for the occasional letter to be written, that sort of thing. So here we have an occasional use item. And then beneath we have storage, and frequently that storage would be more china and flatware to go with the items that are on display above. And here we see a massive piece above it at the top in this sort of flame motif so common in the Rococo. Now, when you open the slant front, it would have a series of pigeonholes. This would be like a miniature desk for the storage of household notes and other things, but nothing quite like what we saw from the Baroque. Now, what we will also see is the Secretaryabbatant. And what we're seeing here is a fall front desk, which is basically a form with a pair of doors, typically at the bottom, or drawers, for more common storage, and then the drop down for the writing surface. The fall front conceals a number of small drawers typically. So again, this is a desk form, but it folds up. It gives us some nice clean lines. And then we have the mechanical writing desk, which is, well, interesting. Typically, the top will fold back or a drawer opens up. We have two covered units, one on either side. We have a small drawer in the front. And then we have a writing desk that can be set at an angle in front of you. This is, of course, sort of giving you an idea of comfort. It's similar in appearance to the bureau plat, but when the center drawer was opened, an adjustable desk or writing surface would pop out. And the flanking drawers had hinged covers so that you could open them and you could keep your writing materials, your papers, and everything else. Again, it closes up and creates a very closely concealed form. It's a very clean form. It's something that we've seen from the Rococo, while the ornamentation tends to be over the top, as we see with the veneer work here. What we tend to see in overall form is something that's relatively clean, with the exception of ornamentation. If you stripped off all of the ornamentation on almost any of this Rococo furniture, you would have a piece that you could definitely see in a minimalist house today.